All right, as we work on building out of our back, we're doing a drill. This drill is going to be one that USA Soccer recommends. So in this drill, we're sort of simulating a field, except we have two mini nets on each side, and we've shrunk the fields down from the regular game size field. So we have a 42-yard length and an 18-yard width, which really makes it more narrow. And 18 yards is still pretty wide for these kids, but it makes it more narrow. And so the idea is, can we get the players to react in a way that they can pass the ball to each other and really focus? If we're looking at number 4 at the top, again, player numbers don't really matter, but for number 4, are they moving to find a good angle for number 7 to get the pass to? The red line represents the build out line in our games. So once player 7 starts to go, the red player 7 can try and take it away. And if they get the ball, they can score in the opposite net. As we take a look at this, we see 7. Now I'm going to pause it because here 7 and 7 are going, they're right at each other, but 4 hasn't moved. And that's what we want to prevent, because 4 does not have a great angle on the ball, which means 7 doesn't have a great passing option. And they're going to have to try and force something past player 7, either with good one-on-one skills or just getting lucky and getting past them. So this is a bad scenario where we'd expect 7 to probably take the ball away. So what we really want to happen is for blue 7 and blue 4 to move together, find a good angle, and then go take a shot. And if you look at it even further, you'll see that 7 is actually passing with his left foot, most likely. That is his most likely position. So getting the boys comfortable on that left side of the field where they feel confident passing with the 7 or with the left foot in a way that gets it to the 4. And we could start on the other side too. We could probably mix and match on that. So again, once the drill is run, once there's a score, the ball goes out of bounds, we'll switch players, and so we'll rotate everything up. And again, if the red players or the defenders get the ball, they can go and try and take a shot too, and that way we can kind of keep score and make it somewhat competitive. Now, if this becomes too easy or too hard for the boys to manage, they really just can't get that second pass off. They keep going to a one-on-one skill set against that other player, which is not bad, but again, the concept here is, can we find that pass and find it in the narrow lanes? Then we're actually going to restrict the defenders to a 5-yard zone where they have to stick within the 5 yards and they can't leave it. That way it just makes it easier for the 7 to kind of find an angle with the 4 or the player playing top to pass them the ball. And then again, if the previous challenge is too easy, USA Soccer recommends that we narrow the field down from 18 yards to 12 yards. So at that 12-yard angle, the field becomes really narrow, and it really becomes really much more difficult for the boys to find good angles to pass to, and it has to become much better.